Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you the NCL Blitzle division, which is their D division, draft recap for your Chicago Beartics. Yes, Beartics fans, you get another one. You get WWC and you have NCL now. So, as you guys know, I tend to run 3 leagues at a time. That's the most that I can handle before I start going insane. I haven't played my AABL match yet. I hope that I've played my AABL match by the time this has gone up. And you guys have seen that. So if we did win, we're going to the championship. And we'll have 1 more week of that. Which means I'm technically in 4 leagues. It'll be alright. If I didn't, then AABL is over. And this is replacing AABL. Because APA Infinity replaced Indigo. And we still have WWC. I am rocking the Beartics this time. Their special announcement type of thing. I do have another logo in the works. That way I'm running a different team on each league I'm in, so I don't get confused when I'm uploading and naming things. Luca has been paid for that. He is working on the new logo, and the first time you guys will see that new logo will be when Gen 8 drops. So another team coming at you. So Nimbasa City, that might sound familiar to some of you guys. I did participate in their off-season tourney thing between seasons 3 and 4, I believe it was. Is when I participated in that. It was the monotype random tourney that I got knocked into the losers bracket by, I believe it was Aaron 12, something like that. Made it all the way to the championship of the losers bracket and then got knocked out by Aaron again, which ended my run there. So it is what it is. I decided to give this a try. I'd been wanting to for a while. Ian is the commissioner, Ladner Lanterns. You saw me play him in AABL twice. I've played him in WWC. He joined that league, or joined my league. But also because Bionic Soup, Jed, the Adrenaline Overdrive, I believe, Adrenaline Overdrive, something Overdrive, and I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm sorry, Jed, if you're watching this. I'll link both their channels down below. Is also a coach there. Fizzle the Hizzle used to be a coach. But I've been trying to, play Jed forever since DSL ended. I've been trying to play Jed, in an actual league, because he's a really good friend of mine, and he helped me out a ton in DSL, which was my very first ever draft league. So I would like to play him. To do that, I gotta move up out of Blitzle into Zebstrika, so start from the bottom, work our way up. I'm always gonna play APA, whether that's Infinity or Indigo, or if they move me up from Indigo or whatever, or if I do Wi-Fi D or whatever, there'll always be WWC. There's always going to be an APA season going on. I'm going to rotate that last league between PCF and NCL. I want to try LTPL, which is a lower tier Pokemon league that we are proud to be partners with the WG network. So you may not see me go back-to-back in NCL. It depends on timing of seasons and all that. I know WWC is going to take a break. I need a break from being commissioner, which is another video. But anyways, back to this. Nimbasa City. So here we go. This is standard tiers, 11 Mon. I know it's been a long time since I did one of those. It's been Ubers, non-stop lately in points-based drafts. So I'm really glad to get back into one more standard league before Gen 8 drops. And we have all the changes to that. So standard 11, a tier 1, tier 2, 2 tier 3s, a tier 4, a tier 5, Omega, and then 400 points for free. But there are some interesting choices here that were permitted in the league. No Omni Boosting Z Crystals, EVM Z, Comoleum Z, Ultra Necrosium Z. Cannot hold them. but some Ubers got unbanned. Deoxys Speed, Darkrai, Naganadel, and Lunala are all not allowed to hold Z crystals. Seismic Toss, Mega Kanga, that's pretty standard. Darkrai does not get Nasty Plot. Genesect is unbanned, but it cannot get Shift Gear, and it must hold its drive, so Douse Drive, Normal Drive, or not Douse Drive, Normal Drive, Douse Drive, Electric Drive, whatever they are. Naganadel can't use Nasty Plot. Pheromosa is unbanned and cannot use Quiver Dance. Lunala can't use Roost. Ash Greninja is unbanned. It cannot hold items as well as Pheromosa. It's not first turn Mega, which is great. Let me just look at the tier list here and see what all... So Ash Greninja unbanned with its restrictions. Deoxys Speed unbanned with its restrictions. Naganadel unbanned with restrictions. Pheromosa unbanned with restrictions. Genesect unbanned with restrictions. Look in here, because there's some stuff in Tier 2 as well that's unbanned all the way down into Tier 2. Floette Eternal is unbanned. That's the special 8Z form that never got. At least Shaman Sky is allowed, but it does not have the ability to use Seed Flare or Air Slash. I think the last one's in Tier 3 here. I'm looking real quick. Tapu Lele is allowed and it's Tier 3, but it's Telepathy. It does not get to use Psychic Terrain. So, which is something I have actually been contemplating in WWC, potentially doing as well, but we'll see. So, when planning this draft, it was right before surgery. The draft actually started the day after I had surgery. By now, we're almost 2 weeks away from that, but needless to say, this was a very, very tense discussion, very, very uncertain, because Mega Pokemon are disappearing, as we know. And so, what Mon do I want to, like, what Mega do I want to use? I've always wanted to try, let me just pull up the list of Megas. Mega Gallade, first off, is one that I have really, really wanted to use for a long time, just never had a chance to do it. Mega Venusaur, I wanted to try Mega Blastoise again. I've never gotten to try Charizard Y. I wanted to try Mega Gyarados again. I've wanted to try Mega Doom. Not Mega T-Tar. Standard T-Tar is good enough for me. Mega Gardevoir I've wanted to try. Mega Mawile, Mega Aggron, Mega Medi. Mega Absol I've wanted to try. I wanted to give Mega Beedrill another chance. Mega Pidgeot. Mega Sceptile has been one I've wanted to try. Mega Sableye, Mega Sharp, Mega Camerupt. Mega Altaria I've wanted to try. The Mega Lotties I've wanted to try. I've wanted to go back to Mega Lopunny before. So there's a lot of them, and I'm going to have to hope that Smoggin, however you say it, Showdown somehow come together and create a tier with Megas in them with the Gen 8 Pokemon so I can draft some of these Megas. But I was struggling to build a team, and I was like, you know what? Go back to basics. It's boot camp time. What did you start your draft league career in? And what style of team? And what type of team have you not? Because I've wanted to try Sun, too. I did draft a Weather team. Big shocker there. I've been playing Sand a lot lately. I have wanted to try a Sun team. Screw Hail. Absolutely screw Hail. But I decided to go back to my bread and butter and draft Rain. I was the 4th pick overall, too, I believe. Yeah, I was 4th out of 16, so I picked 4, and then I wouldn't pick again until whatever that pick is. 28th, so I went ahead and decided to draft around Rain. So spoiler, I grabbed Rain. Whoops, wrong tab. But in Rain, I hate Ferrothorn. I really do. I don't care for Ferrothorn. It's just, I don't know. There's something about Ferrothorn that I don't like. I don't get along with it. It didn't work in any league I've tried it before, including my Rain leagues, IPA, and yeah, IPA actually is where I tried it in Rain, and I didn't care for it, and I didn't care for it on my APA team. But anyways, Genesect here. No shift gear. Has to hold drive. Okay. It's still an Uber. I'm still gonna take it. It's still a powerhouse of a Mon. And in Rain, it's protected. It's quad weak to fire types. But Rain reduces your fire effectiveness. So, perfect. It's like Mega Scissor on steroids, basically. In previous Rain teams, I've used Escavalier. I've used... I hate Mega Scissor. I hate Scissor, so... But 120 attack, 120 special attack, so it runs either or. Decent defenses at base 95, speed at 99, so it's basically like a base 100 legendary. Good move pool, like it has access to Blizzard, obviously Bug Buzz, physical and special, move pool, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, does get Fly. Gets Gunk Shot, Ice Beam, like, it's a diverse move pool, and it can do a lot, and plus it's drives, like, you slap a drive in it, and it gets a different type of boost, so, very, very happy to have this monster in the Rain. Now, coming into round 2, what is a staple for my team? Any team. Sand, Standard, Rain. It is one of my favorite Mons in Draft League. It hasn't been confirmed for Sword and Shield yet, so I was like, I gotta get this thing again. In Rain, I have to have a Volt Absorber. If I don't have a Volt Absorber, I struggle with Rain, because I need something that can reliably check into those electric hits and then put on a show. Who is it? Zeraora. Tier 2 Zeraora. Not Tier 1. Tier 2. It's a steal. Ooh, it is a steal. I am super, super happy to have Zeraora. There's not much really I need to say on this thing. It's second all-time kill leader for me behind Alolan Ninetales in half the leagues. Physical, special, mixed, bulk up sets, Calm Mind sets, Scarf sets. Where 143 speed is one of the fastest Mons in the league. Like, I think there's only 6 or 7 Mons that are faster than this, including Pheromosa. But Scarf set can run up on people. Great move pool. It's missing Ice Punch. That's the biggest downside, but close combat, Focus Blast, first physical special, knock off, throat chop, hidden power, ice can fill in for that. It gets grass knot, fire punch, thunder punch, obviously, plasma fist is really, really good. It just hits like a truck. It's a great Z captain. And this is open Z format, by the way. So any Mon can carry the Z Crystal except for your Mega or a Mon that is restricted on what Z Crystal it can carry, which is really, really nice. That's also something I've been thinking about for WWC to try out. So right now, Genesect and my Mega are the only 2 Pokemon that could not be Z on this team. So which is great. Zero Aura has so much flexibility as a Z user, potentially. Life Orb set, like, yeah. And it's tier 2. I could not pass it up. What went in round 2, though, and it kind of forced my hand here, I had to pick this in round 3, because I didn't know if anyone else was going to try and run Rain, but Pelipper came off the board, which I was fine with. I hate Pelipper for a Rain setter. I've never had good luck with it, whether I've laddered with it, whether I've drafted it, WWC Season 1, NCL, or not NCL, IPA, which you guys have never seen a match come out of IPA, I don't think. Just have never, ever had good luck with Pelipper. So we're going to try the Toad. And so I drafted Politoed round 3. Yes, I know round 3 Politoed is super early, but I couldn't afford it with Pelipper already off the board, and seeing someone else working on building a Rain Core, I was like, nah, I have to take Politoed here. I am actually really excited. I think I'm going to end up preferring Politoed as my Rain setter, which means I really hope it gets confirmed for Sword and Shield, because right now the only Rain confirmed one is Pelipper. But Damp stops explosions. I'm probably not going to bring that. Drizzle, obviously, to set the Rain, but also Water Absorb. So if I go up against a team where Rain is not a good option, but I still could bring Poly for potentially Whirlpool trapping or something else, I just bring Water Absorb and grab their water. That sort of thing. Or if I want to play mind games and just bring non-Drizzle Politoed and bring Z Rain Dance on another Mon, potentially. You know? Options. 100 Spadef, pretty good. Slap a AV on it. This thing can be stupid annoying. Like, it can be stupid bulky with Rest, Sleep Talk, Scald, and fourth move, like Encore Protect, that sort of thing, Resto Chesto. Like, it can be really annoying very quickly. So, it does get access to Haze, Hypnosis to put things to sleep. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know a lot about Politoed. I've just seen a lot of Rain teams seem to be shifting to Politoed because it's a bit better in my mind, but we'll see. People are probably going to roast me all season long about using Poly over Pelly, but I wanted to try Poly for Rain for once. So my next pick was not going to be my Mega. It was going to be Kingdra. I wanted Kingdra in the Rain because the last Rain team I ran, and yes, I'm a little farther back just because I leaned back because my knee is starting to hurt, and I'm also sitting lower, which is why I look lower in this. So my knee is not like this; it's more like this. The last time I drafted Rain, I had Pelipper, Swampert, and I think Beartic and Armaldo were my 4 Rain Mons. I didn't have a special Rain Sweeper. I've learned Kingdra is incredibly good in and out of Rain. I really wanted to put Kingdra in Rain. I put Kingdra in Rain for Penguin and WWC when I was helping him draft. I was like, cool, I'm gonna grab Kingdra next round. Goddamn other Rain, and I didn't want Swampert as a Mega Rain because I had a different Mon in mind, and I'm not trying to build like straight weather teams where that's all they do. I want a weather core of like 2 or 3 Mons that are good in weather, and then give me some mods that can function outside of weather. So if weather has a really bad matchup, I can bring a team that doesn't need weather at all. So I didn't want to grab Pert, so I was going to push my Mega one more turn and grab Kingdra. As soon as I grab Politoed, the guy who has the other Rain team, Kingdra. Oh, it screwed my plan up so bad. I didn't realize just how important Kingdra was to my draft plan because it was my dragon type, it was my special rain sweeper. It messed me up across the board. But somebody else drafted Mega Gallade, and then the next round drafted Infernape, and they're like, hey, I made a mistake. I want Infernape, not Mega Gallade, so if anybody that doesn't have a Mega already wants Mega Gallade, DM me and draft a Mega for me. And I will swap you post-draft for Mega Gallade. I hadn't drafted my Mega at this point. I just lost Kingdra. I was like, okay, give me Mega Gallade. I actually got sniped too because I was going to grab Mega Gardevoir. And Mega Gardevoir got taken the pick right before I took Politoed. Or right before me. So right as I was getting ready to select Kingdra, or what would have been Kingdra, I had switched to my Mega, and Gallade just went off, or Gardevoir just went off the board. I was like, I don't know what to do. Hey, Mega Gallade's available, let's go grab that. So I ended up drafting Mega Scizor in round 4, and then have proceeded to trade it, which is why you're not seeing Mega Scizor now. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was sitting on OBS. Mega Gallade. Finally, I got Mega Gallade. I've been dying to try this, especially after Pokeaim has been using this thing in WBE. I love it. It's such a hard hitter. Shadow wrecked Season 2 of WWC with it. It's a powerhouse, 110 speed, psychic, and fighting type. I could bring it in on knockoff, pre-mega'd, and get a justified boost to boost my attack, and then go to town by Mega Evolving. I can't be flinched once I Mega Evolve because of Inner Focus. I get a Swords Dance off, and not much really wants to take a hit from it. It is just such a powerhouse of a Mon, and I'm super, super stoked to use it. Like, absolutely. This was one of those Megas on my to-do list of things to try. So, really, really happy to have gotten it. And we're going to see. I'm ready to rock with Gallade. Gallade and Zeraora and Genesect should break my opponent's defense to allow my Rain Sweepers to come in and clean up behind it. Speaking of Rain Sweepers, one that I have been dying to try, and this is why I didn't draft Mega Swampert, because I didn't want 2 physical Rain Sweepers, was Kabutops. Again, another Mon, Joey Pokeaim / A-Drive. I've been watching them use this Mon a lot lately, and it's like, I want. Plus Crimson in WWC Season 2. 115 attack is just massive. Base 80 speed, not the greatest, but when you get a Swift Swim off, who cares? Like, you're just going to run all over the place. There is the weak armor set, potentially, that would allow me to, while my defense drops 1, I could get a speed boost. So even if I didn't need Swift Swim, I could still bring this. Obviously, Rockium Z set is great. Does have priority in Aqua Jet. Could just Z Rain Dance if Politoed has a really bad matchup. Granted, Kabutops probably would too. But I could Z Rain Dance and get the speed. +1 speed and then double that. So nothing outspeeds me. A really, really cool tech that I saw Crimson use. This is a rocker too. Crimson used Gracium Z Giga Drain to take out another rain team with Kabutops. So another thing for me to keep an option. Like, special Kabutops is probably not a good idea, but it does have a decent special move pool. It does get Reflect, surprisingly. So screens Kabuto. It's just, and it's got a great move pool. Just across it has X, Scissor, obviously. Swords Dance, Superpower, Stone Edge, Stealth Rocks if need be. It does have Rapid Spin as well, so it could be potentially hazard removal. The way my team is built, I do not need it for hazard removal though. But if I can get this thing in the rain, Swords Dance, and then drop a Z hit on it, it could just break a game open very, very quickly and potentially clean up and sweep itself. So, this is where things kind of got off the rails a little bit for me. Losing Kingdra, I started to back scramble. I was like, what am I going to do for a dragon? Because I just lost my dragon type. I wanted to go Hydreigon, to be perfectly honest, which with a pick I make later with another dark type would have given me dual dark types, and the synergy wasn't great between the two, but I still wanted Hydreigon, and I was gonna go Hydreigon. Like, that was the plan, was Hydreigon, and once again I get sniped right the pick in front of me. Hydreigon goes down, so I was like, okay, now I need a dragon type still. The front office said Goodra. I hate Goodra. I used Goodra Season 1 at WWC for like 2 weeks, and then I got rid of it because I just could not stand it. I have since learned Goodra is actually a pretty decent mon. I don't know. Base 80 speed, I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. It's a weird mon to me. But I've got it. It's my rain, because it does have hydration, so rest Goodra. Healing itself that turn in the rain is good. 150 Spadef makes it incredibly good as a Spadef wall. Plus you slap an AV on there and you basically take whatever Spadef hit you want. It does have Sap Zipper, which would allow me to take a grass hit, which I have fallen victim to before, giving Goodra a Sap Zipper boost, which, if it's choice banded Goodra, is not good. There's also Gooey, which slows speed down if the opponent makes contact, which could help Gallade potentially, because I don't have webs. I did not pick up a Sticky Webber. But that could help Gallade sweep potentially. 100 attack, 110 special attack, so it can run mixed. Defense is lacking at 70, but again, 150 Spadef, really good. You could run it Spexed, you could run it Banded, you could run it Scarfed. It does have the move Acid Armor to boost its defense and just be a very bad wall to have to deal with. Bulldoze for speed control. Dragon Tail to phase things. It does get Earthquake. Has access to Fire Blast and Fire Punch and Flamethrower. Focus Blast. Has access to Ice Beam. Does get Power Whip for a Grass type hit. Has Sludge Bomb and Sludge Wave. Has Thunder, Thunderbolt, T-Punch, all very good moves to use in rain. So it's a good mon. It's got 3 good abilities. It's got good Spadef. We'll see if I can make Goodra work this season. So we'll try it. Then I started thinking, okay, I need a fire type. And I also need some ground immunity, because right now my team does not appreciate Earthquake at all. And Arcanine wouldn't help that. Arcanine got sniped. Arcanine was actually the plan, was to get Arcanine, but it unfortunately got sniped. I didn't want to do Darmanitan. I didn't want to do Emboar from a speed tier wise. I didn't want... because I accidentally stacked 3 base 80 mons on my team, so I got a bit of a speed jumble, and I didn't see any higher tier fire types that I wanted to try. Chandelier got taken, but that would have been another base 80, so instead I grabbed Rotom Heat. Now I have used Rotom Heat before for it was either 1 or 2 games. I don't remember how many games I had it, but it was an IPA all the way back again before I started uploading. Because it went DSL, IPA, WWC, Season 1. That was my first 3 leagues. And I had Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat could care less about rain, overheat, Z overheat potentially. It's another defogger, or it is a defogger. So now I have 2 hazard removal. It just doesn't appreciate rocks as much. Levitate, so it's immune to ground type hits, which my team appreciates. It can abuse thunder in the rain. It basically does what every single other Rotom form does, just fire instead of electric or, grass or ice or air, slash or hydro. So we'll see. I've had some success with Rotom Wash. We'll see if that translates to Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat being a bit more offensive than Rotom Wash. So, who knows? I've been meaning to try Rotom Heat, just never have. Dual Electric is a little weird, but, you know, I need to Levitate. So, the next mon. Oh, and I was having, like, at this point in the draft, Fairy types were flying off the board, and I was starting to get really, really stressed. I was like, I need this. I need this Fairy type. I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't get this Fairy type. And it's a mon that I've been wanting to try forever. It can set up in your face if you are not careful, and then it just goes to town. And if you need examples of it, go watch Joey, aka PokeAim, because that's where I got this idea from. Comfey! Well, I've been dying to use Comfey for the past, 4 or 5 leagues. I wanted to grab it in APA Season 2. Wanted to grab it in WWC Season 3. Wanted to grab it in APA Infinity. I wanted to grab it in PCF. I've been trying to get Comfey for a long, long time. Here we go. We got the boy. Base 100 speed. I thought this one was base 80 until I started looking into Comfey. It's actually base 100. Which is nice. Gives me a true base 100. 110 speed def is amazing. Base 90 defense is not bad. Its HP is really, really crappy at 52. But it has an amazing ability in triage, which gives priority to healing moves, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna double check on that. I know it gives priority to this Pokemon's healing moves has a priority increased by 3. So Draining Kiss is +3, Giga Drain is +3, Leech Seed would be +3, Drain Kiss priority stab is just great. It is a cleric with aromatherapy, defogger as well. So now I have Rotom Heat, Comfey, and Kabu for removal. Does get Energy Ball. If I need to go offensive, does have Heal Bell as well as aromatherapy. Can set screens potentially for me, and light screen, and I actually don't think it gets reflect. It does not, but it can set light screen for me. Does get synthesis, which is priority healing. Can pivot with U-turn, which you guys know I love being able to pivot. I have Volt Switch on 2 Mons. I have U-turn on 2 Mons, so I can pivot around. I'm just really, really excited, because if this thing gets Calm Minds up, it potentially can sweep. If you aren't careful, because Calm Mind boosting Draining Kiss, and then Draining Kiss being +3 priority heal, Comfey can get out of control if you are not prepared for it. So I'm really, really excited to finally get Comfey on a squad. Perfect. Got the wall. So this is my other dark type. Hi, child. Do you need to come talk to me while I'm recording? My dog just walked in, so... Alright, fine. We won't show you to the people. Mandibuzz. Again, people say this is the new Alolan Ninetales for me, that I have an unhealthy obsession with this and Zeraora. You might be right, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alolan Ninetales was holding me back. Mandibuzz and Zeraora are not. They're actually two mons that I'm very, very, very good with. You give them to me and on any team, basically, and I'm pretty well set. You guys have seen me take down Zygarde. You've seen me take down Megamence. You've seen me take down Charizard X. You've seen me take down Mega Gallade. So, with me having Mega Gallade, I was like, what's the biggest thing that hurts Mega Gallade left on the draft board? And it's Mandibuzz. And I needed a Dark type. I needed a Flying type. I needed a Ground immunity. And the beauty of this is I can run Z Mandibuzz if I want. Z Iron Defense. Come get some. +3 defense. Right there. Like, that would be so easy to just get to +3 defense in front of something. It's not even funny. If I wanted to run Z Iron Defense Mandibuzz, I could literally run max HP, max special defense, +3 my defense, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, get out of my face. This is the physical wall to Gudra's special wall. Defogger, it pivots with U-turn. Obviously, I use it a lot as a foul play situation. With as many Defoggers as I have on my team, I do not have to force this thing to carry Defog anymore. Which means I could run Foul Play Roost, U-turn, Iron Defense, or Taunt, or... Again, 4 move slot syndrome is the biggest issue with Mandibuzz, but I know how to use it. I have some creative sets that I want to use with it. It has not gotten old, and that's why I keep using it. Alolan Ninetales got old. Really old. Really quickly. This thing has not. So come at me, haters that want to say shit about me drafting Mandibuzz and me drafting Zeraora again, but my best teams lately have had those two on them. So, Mandibuzz. Now, as the draft was winding down, I started to think, okay, I have Kabutops Rapid Spin, I have Rotom Heat, Defog, I have Comfey Defog, I have Mandibuzz Defog, you can't see my hand. I have enough hazard removal. My only hazard setter right now is Kabutops with Stealth Rocks. And that's the biggest weakness of this draft. I am not good when it comes to hazards. I do not set a lot of hazards on people, which I know are nice for Gallade to chip and sweep, Kabutops to chip and sweep, Comfey to chip and sweep. So I started looking in Tier 5 as I was like, oh, what can I get that has a lot of hazards that could potentially, like, fill in as a hazard setter, basically. And something stood out to me. Thank you, phone. You're in the other room, though. And that something was Garbodor, who I used in APA Season 2. I like Garbodor. It gets T-Spikes and Standard Spikes, so I can Spike Stack, potentially. Gives me a grounded poison type, so if someone wants to spike stack on me, I can get rid of those as well. Has Aftermath, so if I get hit with a physical hit, you take 25% if I get KO'd. Weak Armor, I have 2 Weak Armor mons that I potentially could use. I could potentially get double Weak Armor off 1 week if I just really wanted to screw with someone. Stench is another decent ability. If a move doesn't have a chance to flinch, it gains a 10% chance to flinch. It's not the greatest mon, like, at all, which is why it's Tier 5. Base 80 HP, 95 attack, 82 defense, 60 special attack, 82 special defense, and 75 speed, which was a speed tier I needed. Something down low in the 70s between Politoed and my base 80s. But it has a pretty decent move pool when you look at it, and it could be potentially a good Z Crystal user just to surprise someone. It does set up with a Totemize, so it can get faster. It does have Clear Smog, which I have used in the past to knock things down. It can set up with Curse, kind of like standard, or like Alolan Muck does. Again, it's special, but it does have Dark Pulse. It gets Drain Punch for recovery. It does have Focus Blast on the special side. It does have Giga Drain on the special side. Gunk Shot is great stab. Does have Pain Split for recovery. It gets Rain Dance. So if Politoed cannot come because of some reason, but I still could potentially Rain Dance sweep with Kabuto, I could just bring Rain Dance Garbodor. It does have Recycle, so I could run a Curse Recycle set potentially. It gets Rock Polish. It gets Seed Bomb, which is really nice because it can hit incoming ground types really well with that. And then obviously the Spike set, it does get Thunderbolt too, which is kind of cool. So it does have the move pool to potentially take on its checks in Psychic and ground types, especially if I were to get crazy and slap a Z on it, or run AV'd, or something like that. So, I'm happy. It gives me T-Spikes and Spikes. I have 2 Hazard Setters. Yeah, that's a little weak, but honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna muscle through with Gallade, Genesect, and Zeraora. And then whatever they can't do, Rain will come through and clean up. And the last and final member is our special Rain Sweeper. Something that everybody likes to meme. Something that I have used in ladder before for a Rain team. And that would be Ludicolo. Ludicolo is base 80 speed. Not 80 speed, 70 speed. So it's slower than Kabutops. Same speed as Politoed, but Swift Swim. It's essentially like... It's essentially like, think Swampert speed stat as far as rain sweepers go. But you throw a choice specs on it, and there's a lot that does not really switch in to choice specs Ludicolo. It can Rain Dance on its own. It could Z Rain Dance if it wanted to. Giga Drain, Waterfall, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Surf. Like, it's a decent Rain Sweeper, and I'm hoping to show that off this season. That Ludicolo is actually a pretty decent Rain Sweeper, so... But yeah, there's the team. There's your NCL Blitzle division. Chicago Beartics. Running on the back of Rain plus Gallade and some other stuff. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to using this team. I know a lot of people don't think it's one of my better drafted teams, but I think this is... Each draft, my drafting gets better and better. And partially because of the front office, too. They are a massive help in that. So... But yeah, it was debated between this and Noivern, and I just didn't want to try Noivern. So I was like, let's go Ludicolo. I don't have a Hurricane Abuser in Rain, which is weird, but, you know, who cares? My team. So, let me know what you think down below, guys. Who's going to be kill leader? What do you think my record's going to be? How do you think we're going to do? All that stuff. Let me know down in the comments. Check out the links in the description down below. Weather Gamer Discord, best place to hang out with me outside these videos, get you connected to the Weather Gamer net. Highly recommend you join the Weather Gamer Discord because we do have a special thing coming up with our partners that I'm not going to give too much detail away. Go check out Luca and Jaden, the 2 amazing artists and friends, and Twitch. once I am recovered, we'll try Twitch streaming again. So, yeah, with all that being said, see you guys next week. Will be the first match of NCL, but I'll see you guys in the next video.